Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Lee Judges with me. We've drawn 0-0 to Nottingham Forest here at the City Ground. Is that the full story, Lee? Just a bore draw or not today?
Yeah, like, come on. I'm going to say this now, you know, I thought we was excellent from the defence to the midfield, and then in the final third we just haven't got it. But I thought defensively and the way we play today, look, you know, they're a team what's third in the league. They haven't had, you know, Raya hasn't had a shot to save really. You've got to say, like, credit to the players. I've got so much admiration for them for the work they're doing and all that. They're up against it. We ain't got nothing up front.
Did we look like scoring?
No. No, we didn't. We maybe from a set piece, but other than that, we never looked like scoring. You have to say that, you know. It was like eating a piece of steak with no teeth.
Oh.
I don't know, but my granddad had no teeth and he never had steak, so there you go, like, you know. So
that's not a great picture to envision.
No,
it's a mess. That's a bit of a mess.
No, it was a bit of a. It weren't great, especially if he had ketchup with it. It was terrible.
Oh my God! So you said we didn't look like scoring. I mean,
no, we know what it is now. We know what we got. Like, I'll tell you what. The one thing I'm going to take out of it, that is exactly how we've got to play next week in the Champions League. Get a 0-0 draw out there, and then take them back to the Emirates and see if we can get a set piece or something like that. The only way we're going to score is from a set piece. You can see that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that's what we've been left with. You know, it's a shame on the club really from that point of view, because they've left the players out to dry.
Frustration from a fan's perspective, because that means you're coming to watch every game now and you're going to be put through. I'm not saying that was as bad as what we saw against West Ham, but you're going to be put through, sat there watching to see when are Arsenal going to get on a break. Can we score a scrappy goal from maybe a corner or anything? That's what it's going to be like week in, week out. So do you not? Is that a frustration for you as a fan, or is that just, listen, guys, that's what you got to expect?
Of course it's a frustration as a fan, you know what I mean? Like, the club are charging you £70 minimum for the tickets next week, for the PSV game in a couple of weeks' time, should I say. And what you're seeing is a team that's not you know, like, it's not equipped. Yeah. It's not equipped to go out there and do it, like, you know. I will say this is the first time in 3 years that I've come to a ground thinking that we're not going to win. The last time I think we was trying to work this out was Chelsea away. Remember when Eddie scored 2 goals that day, but no one give Arsenal a chance going into that game.
We had a striker that game.
Well, we did. But that's the last time. That's the last time that I've gone to a ground thinking that we ain't going to win. So for 3 years, we've done all right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but at the end of it, you know.
That's on Arteta then, really.
Well, of course it is. It's on Arteta. It's on the board and everything like that. Yeah. And what I want to see now is some sort of reward for the patience, for believing in everything when it comes to this summer transfer window. My God, you have got to go in big, because I tell you what, we've trusted this process. We've trusted everything about this football club, and we followed it and believed it. I believed in what Edu said before he left. I believed in Mikel. I believed in everything, the signings that we've made previously. But this summer now is, I think, since the Emirates era, is the biggest summer that they can ever have. And they better not fail, because if they do fail, there's an absolute joke for us coming to games like this away from home, knowing that you ain't going to score goals.
How big are you talking, League? We followed Arsenal for our whole lives, my friend. I've never seen the Kroenkes go massively big, even before them. How big are you saying? You're going on like we're going to be spending 200 million. Like, what sort of figure?
They've spent £5 million in the last 3 transfer windows.
So you want them to go absolutely huge?
Net, of course. You know what I mean? Like they promised
one striker, or you said?
I'm talking 2 strikers.
Bloody hell.
Right? I'm talking 2 strikers, because you need that front 3 needs revamping, right? That needs doing. Another midfield player obviously coming in, like to replace Partey and Jorginho, maybe a little bit at the back. There may be a sacrifice somewhere along the line in players. You know, I'm not going to mention who I think it is, but there you go. And at the end of it, listen, I've seen 11 players out there today work really hard, tactically very, very good. I thought it was a masterclass defensively. They never got out. You know, we just totally controlled a game of football for 90 minutes up until the final third.
Surprised from by Nottingham Forest, because I'll be honest, you look at their front 3, 4, their attack. They got brilliance there, but you're right. I think we nullified everything. I'm quite shocked. I know they play counter-attacking football, but they didn't really trouble Arsenal.
No, you know, I don't care about them. I really don't. Like, that's up to them what they want to do. They never really look like attacking us today. I think that they huffed and puffed, but you know, we were too good for them in those areas defensively, and and also. In the midfield, I thought we were brilliant today. I'm going to say this now. Calafiori done very, very well. Stupid booking, that makes it a lot harder, because I thought he was one of our best attacking threats. Unlucky when he hit the post.
Yep.
But I'm going to have to say this. Tierney come on today. I thought some of the crosses that he put in were fantastic.
Is he being hard done by? Because me and Robbie were sat next. I said he's putting unbelievable. He's even arguing with the players like, you should be there. He's put it on the plate for them, but he's likely to be going at the end of the season. Should have Arsenal. I think his treatment over the time, maybe it's his injuries. Listen, they've been a pain for his whole career, but there's quality there.
Without a doubt. But listen, that's on Mikel. He's the manager. That's what he chooses to do.
Yeah, fair.
And at the end of it, what I will say is that Tierney, the injuries have probably been the one thing. I thought he was superb again today when he come on. Listen, there's no way you can criticise anybody. I thought Jorginho done well in midfield.
Talk to me about him. Talk to me about Jorginho quickly.
He done all right, safe as anything. Nothing spectacular, safe. You had Declan Rice who tried and tried. He drove and drove. But nothing. I see there was 3 or 4 times today. Odegaard as well drove forward, looked up, and there was nothing on there. He had to come back. Same with Declan Rice. He sprinted through about 3 or 4 times. He got to a certain area and there was nothing for him to go, so they have to come back and start again. I feel for the players.
Yeah.
I don't feel for the manager because it was his choice. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm still saying that at the end of it, he could have we could have got somebody over there. He would have been offered some players. But he chose not to. Obviously, he didn't expect Havertz and Martinelli to go down. But in football that can happen. So you have to sort of cover that. He never did. But for those players today, I don't think they deserve what they got today because listen,
we didn't lose.
No, and the reason we didn't lose is because we're a bloody good side still. So let's get that fact in there, And I tell you what, you look at that today. I don't know how frustrated you feel. I look at that today, and I look at the performance, team that was in third in the league. If you had a proper number 9 up front, you win that game, and you look at them and go, "Wow, what a really, really good side." But how long have we been saying that now? We've been saying it far too long.
It's like on repeat.
So at the end of the day, when you go back to the summer light, you better go and get that forward, and you better go and get the right one. So it's on them to do that. For me, look, today...
You don't seem angry, you seem just disappointed. I think you just feel like... It feels like you're giving me the energy of listen, I thought we might come in, we might lose. Now I'm like, there was green shoots there. I'm sure it's better than what you saw at West Ham. And like you said, I forgot... Listen, I know we're a good side, but... I don't know. I didn't have that confidence going into this game, but today we did show it. I know we didn't win, but it's just like it's that last jigsaw piece.
Yeah, and that's something you've got to take credit for. For a lot of people were backing us to lose today, and probably coming down here, I thought that we was going to lose. So on the back of what happened on Saturday, I have to admire the players. Listen, for me, I've been hurting since Saturday. Saturday done it for me. That was the one that tips it over. I don't care what Liverpool are doing now. I ain't got
You're not checking the score, check the Newcastle.
It's done. Yeah. Absolutely, well and truly done. We're done, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we've got another 3 or 4. I think Arsenal will find it very, very difficult to win 3 or 4 games, let alone every single game. We ain't going to score goals. It's going to be clean sheets. And that's what I'm proud of today. We had to keep a clean sheet. We've done that. We didn't defend properly on Saturday. That's what cost us. Yep. Otherwise, we get another 0-0. But that's what we've got to do. And at the end of it, we're not going to blow teams apart now. We're just and that's it. So at the end of it, you just got to just say, look, that's what it is. But I think today, how can I say it? I feel like.
It's tough, isn't it?
It's tough.
It's a draw. It's not a win. It's not a loss. But you can't be angry. But you can't really be happy too much either.
No, of course you can't be happy about it. But at the end of it, you look at those players today. They've done everything that they can. You cannot criticise one player out there today. Yeah. Marino, worked his socks off. Yeah. At the end of the day, we know he's not a centre forward. We know Trossard today tried. Listen, I cannot criticise anything today. At the end of the day, the one thing I can criticise is the owners of this football club, the board, for not doing things right in January, and Mikel Arteta on that. But listen, he has built a very, very good team here, as you can see. Yep. Please just go out and get the final ingredients that we need to try and do this.
Finally, because you said you can't blame anyone, you've got to commend everyone for their performance today. your standout then player for Arsenal? Who? Because if you're giving them all credit, but who's the one that kind of stepped up in the? I know it was a draw, but who for you was you happy with?
Team performance today.
Can't pick one.
I can't pick one today. If I look at it, I thought the back four played really, really well, defended well. Midfield, Jorginho, and as I say, my mate Deck, played very much better today. weren't playing against West Ham, so that does help. I thought he was brilliant in there. Drove hard, worked hard. But at the end of the day, they haven't got nothing up front. Do you imagine if they had that forward today with the likes of those performances today? It's frustrating and we'd be winning. So, listen, I thought every man there done their job today, and I just feel for them.
Thank you.